Here we go. Hopefully it's good. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dino and Ted Show.
Not the Ted Show?
I didn't say and the Ted Show.
Hey, underachievers.
Hey, what's going on, man? We got some movies here. Oh, and it's all working. Let me turn down the volume. Whoa, what's going on?
He changed providers, so we got to make sure everything's all working.
We changed internet service providers, and it's kind of a downgrade, but oh well. Saving some money.
Well, if you can still see this.
Oh, jeez. Welcome everybody who's here. Anthropomatic Fiend. What is going on? It's always hard to say that first word. I don't know why. Star, Leading Blind is here.
Nice.
Jenny Delaney.
Nice.
She's here. 80s horror fan.
Nice.
Was here. Said he'll try to make it back real quick.
Get back on,
dude. Suburban Cowboy. There he is. Ronnie. With his shirt off, I'm sure.
Damn right.
What's going on, man?
I should do the same thing. I don't know why.
Savage rock and roll. I mean, Suburban Cowboy. What is going on? We are going to talk about our favorites.
I think it's
during the Halloween season.
It's
here.
October 1st.
Halloween, yeah. Halloween,
this isn't like a what do you want to call it? Like a Halloween challenge. You watch these movies.
No problem, Ronnie.
This is what gets you in the mood for this time.
Hey, Internet Eric. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just throwing names out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, throw them out.
Thanks for everybody being here. Again, I should throw out there all the links.
Part of the show, man.
All the links are down below. We're here to have some fun and just it's Halloween.
We're here to be accessible.
October 1st. Yes, October 1st. We're looking forward to Halloween, so a lot of good stuff coming up, man.
We're not here to beg for money.
No. Come on. So what were you saying?
What
were you saying?
I was just saying this. We're going to talk about what I take it as is talk about those movies that get you into this time of year. You know, that fall season, that Halloween season. Now, I watch monster movies and horror movies all year round.
Oh, right.
So this is for anybody who watches me all the time on this show, this is a Hammer-free list. There's not one single freaking Hammer horror movie on here. And I know my lists usually are mostly comprised of those.
What is that, Ronnie? My favorite is WNUF Halloween Special.
WNUF Halloween? I don't know. Maybe that's something from his neighborhood. I don't know.
WNUF. That
sounds like a TV call letters.
Yeah. What is that, Ronnie? But yeah, this is going to comprise of. I put together my 10 kind of favorites. I'd say 1 through 5.
Like those ones that just get you in that mood.
But kind of 6 through 10.
All right.
It's kind of always changes a little bit every year. It depends what mood you're in.
I get that.
But
because at first my little sister was going to join us, and she had actually this show was her idea, but then she bowed out. She couldn't make it. And
Hi, Angie.
Hey, if you're watching, hey, and she said that just run with the idea anyway. So to make the show a little bit longer, we were each going to do 5, but now he and I are just doing 10.
Yeah.
So I had my 5 like that.
Oh, I know. And then I was going to tell you, I'm like, 5? That's just way too easy.
Well, then I figured with all 3 of us chatting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We'll try to get her on for another one. There's plenty of movies that I know she wants to rap with us about. So I'll pick a good one before too long.
Let's see. Hey, Internet Eric. Oh God. I'm just putting my glasses on. I don't care. Hey, Internet Eric here. My daughter's excited for the Garfield and Charlie Brown Halloween specials. I was going to say, those aren't movies, but those are every year. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I mean, come on. And yeah, the Garfield. What is that episode? That Garfield Halloween.
Garfield Halloween, which I haven't seen in a while, but I remember. Him dressing up as a pirate, and just saying "gimme" when he goes trick or treating.
And Ronnie said that was the WNUF is a independent horror.
Okay.
So I'll have to check it out.
All right.
For sure. But yeah, we'll jump right in here, man.
You start, man.
I guess just to let everybody know on iTunes too, because this kind of is a podcast episode every week that we do. Mm-hmm. If you guys are listening to us on anywhere on a podcast, iTunes, Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio, anywhere you guys find us, you can always hop over to YouTube and see our nice set that we got up, which I'll be changing again soon here.
Yes.
Just to change things up, I think. But Yeah, pop over to YouTube,
wanna make
the
the show
Dino
more
and Ted
accessible.
Show, or the Late Late Horror Show. You can search both of them, and everything will come up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out links, everything, all good and stuff. So let's get to our lists, and I'm going to go 10-1. It's not necessarily set in stone. I think 5 through 1 is kind of set in stone, but it's my favorite.
Yeah, I would say my
films and
5 through
stuff.
1 are set in stone.
Yeah. So
The rest I can play with.
ooh,
So what I did is I looked at
Oh.
my movie collection because
My.
I guess I'm one of those old people that like to collect actual movies and have a collection, not stream them
Garfield
on.
has the pirate ghost.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and yeah, wasn't Odie a pirate as well? I think.
Yeah.
I
There's a
remember it.
SpongeBob one too. I wish I could remember the name of that episode, but that was so good.
See, when we were kids, there were a lot. Remember, there was like a Fat Albert
Well,
one.
Scooby-Doo!
Am I allowed to say Fat Albert?
You can.
Bluto. Am I allowed to say these names?
Yeah.
There was a Bugs Bunny ones. I mean, everything.
Oh,
now
yeah.
there's none.
When you dig into them, see, I mean, we could have dived deep into this with cartoons and all that stuff.
There's
too. But
always
anyway,
next week.
Yeah, or we'll talk after we get through our list. We'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about it. Let me see. Real quick, Jenny Delaney. Mine is a Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, and Hocus Pocus. Yeah,
Hocus Pocus. That's a fun movie for
a
everybody.
good family movie. Ronnie, Suburban Cowboy, says it's basically a local Baltimore newscast in the 80s where they investigate a haunted house on Halloween.
Oh.
It's complete with 80s looking commercials as if you were watching it live.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Sounds good to me, right?
See,
And
we
let me
used to
know
have
if you
some
guys
stuff
see
like
any.
that,
It's a
but-
shame I gotta keep putting my glasses on. I'm an old guy. Got to see my eyes going. Anyways, yeah, here we go. You're looking.
no, I didn't look. Go ahead. Start.
No, it's not like we're gonna shock each other. I mean, we're gonna go, oh, okay, for most of them.
All right.
But anyways,
Well,
my number 10 pick
Number
that I
10.
watch every Halloween. At least the past 5 years, I've watched this movie. The Wicker Man from 1973.
Oh, I love it.
With the old one with Christopher Lee. It's it just gets me in the mood for I don't know. There's certain movies that are just going to get me in the mood for fall.
Yeah.
And for the
That
Halloween
movie gets
season.
me in the mood for summer because it takes place on May Day.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's why I didn't pick it. It's not on my
But
list, even though I love it.
When you recommended it, it's something that I watched during that Halloween season. Again, that's why some of these movies are on my list because it's not necessarily set in fall or kids trick or treating. It's movies that I love and I pop in every Halloween.
Wicker Man,
And
I probably watch it 3 times a year. I love it.
it's your favorite Christmas horror
Yeah, I
film, too.
mean, hey,
No.
family, let's all gather around.
But but with Hereditary and Midsummer out there, and I watched Hereditary, I loved it.
Yeah, we were a little late to the party. Sorry.
Little folk horror, and Wicker Man might have been the original to do it. Probably not, but it was one of the first that
the
really
holy trilogy
remember.
of Wicker Man, Blood on Satan's Claw, and Witchfinder General.
Oh yeah, and love it. The movie is just it's kind of a gloomy movie, but it's just one of those movies that
It's unique. There's
for
nothing
me
else like it.
it puts me in that starts me off for Halloween. So the past 5 years, that's what I've been doing. I've been watching The Wicker Man and stuff. So there you go. That's my number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah, and I'll try to keep up with the chat. So.
All right. My number 10, because I know if I don't have it on this list.
Dam Breaker, what's going on?
What's up? If you don't have it on your list, they're going to say, oh.
Oh yeah, they're going to
So-
what?
You know.
They're going to go. "Oh."
So number 10 is Halloween, 1978.
That's your number 10?
I've seen it so many friggin' times. If
I
I see
know.
it again, I'll throw up.
Oh God, not the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's effective. Everybody knows I'm a fan of the first one, and only
It's on my list.
and
We'll
only
get to it.
the first one. It's far more scary if you just end it after the first one,
Yeah.
because it just goes downhill from there. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, 4 was great.
Hey
2
man,
was good.
I'll get up on a pedestal and,
6
and,
was okay,
and
5 was okay.
debate that presidential debate style any day of the week. And
None are better.
but again,
than
you
the
know,
first
I
one.
guess
mean,
it was
it's-
just one of those horror movies you saw early on. At least we did. And I've just
It became a staple
it is
for the Halloween season.
right. So it's there.
Since we were
it's there.
kids.
It's a Halloween. It
So I'm not sure
ushers in the
what
season.
worm crawled up your ear and in your brain.
It's on the list.
It's at 10.
Well, that just means that everything after it is so much more kick-ass.
And there's no hammers on there.
There's no hammers on there. So what could possibly be on
Shocked
that
as
list?
hell.
What could what could possibly be on Ted's list?
Holy hell.
Just
hitting
you
Ted.
wait.
I'm wondering if one's on your list that... We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. So that's your number 10.
Number 10. It's on the list.
That's your number 10, eh?
My tastes are a little different now. I like other things.
Here, Internet Eric says, gotta agree with Ted. Seen it so many times, it goes towards the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. It's
okay.
not as effective as it used to be. It's fun to watch it with someone who hasn't seen it.
Right.
So I watched it with my 2 older kids, and it was more fun because they got scared and they didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So then it's fun. When you're watching it with someone who's never seen it and you see how effective it is when you've never seen it before.
Yeah.
How they get all tense when you're holding them on your lap or whatever.
Right.
And I just remember when
there's
Michael was
yeah.
laying there, after the closet scene, and I'm like,
So
and I play him. I go,
scare the
I
kids
go,
to
God,
death."
boy, he's dead. He's so, and then he just, and it's completely quiet, and he just sits up.
Yeah.
They freak,
I,
and that's when it's
that's
fun.
scary
And
shit.
if you haven't
yeah.
watched it with your kids yet, when you do, you'll see it'll be fun all over again.
Scary stuff,
But
man.
to sit there by myself and watch it, I've seen it.
Dam Breaker says, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, came out on the last day of September. I always begin it from there.
That is
Okay.
a funny ass movie.
Carol Lynette, what is up? Sorry, new person, never seen her here before. I start fall with Young Frankenstein. We'll get to that, Carol.
Oh, you're this guy's best friend.
Gets me ready for Halloween with a laugh and prepares me for all the horror movies after that. Carol, I'm one of the biggest Gene Wilder fans out there.
Yes, he is.
And Young Frankenstein, woo, it's on my list, but we'll get to it.
That's on your list?
Ted!
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, let me get to my number 9.
You guys can chat.
Let's get to my number 9.
All right, number 9.
My number 9 is Suspiria, 1977.
Not on my list, but
With
I love
Jessica
it.
Harper. Again,
Can you believe that's not on my list?
I know, I can't believe it.
It's not.
Well, see, we each got...
It is one of my favorite horror movies, but it's not on this particular list.
I'm telling you everything that I start off the Halloween season watching. And
what I
Suspiria,
picked-
in
yeah.
recent years, has been on my list. And it's always added. There are movies that, no matter what, I have to watch every Halloween. As soon as October hits, man. Sometimes a little bit before. But, Jessica Harper, there's something...
Something about that lady.
Oh, she's just... she's not the most beautiful, but she's very alluring. She is a very beautiful girl. And in this movie, I love her in Phantom of the Paradise, too, which
Shock
we
Treatment.
just did. And Shock Treatment. But the movie, the moodiness, the colors, the vibrant, the rain that falls at the beginning kind of gets me in the mood because me growing up, cold rain started off the fall
the
season
fall.
for me.
Yeah, you're right.
And
rain.
and just looking at her getting drenched in that rain, anyways, just starts it off, and you can't go wrong from beginning to end with this coven, whatever you want to call it, in this dance studio.
Yes.
And Jessica Harper and all the weird things that happen, and the barbed wire scene, and
that
you
goblin
name it.
score.
And the damn score when the girls are in, all the lights and stuff, and they're in the gymnasium, I think, or something like that. They're down there in all their bunks with the sheer curtains or drapes.
I remember that. Yeah, with the maggots, when the maggots happened, and there, you see the shadows.
Just
behind.
so many things that are just
Wasn't that a
delightful for that.
When
movie.
we did that podcast, didn't you put it all in red?
I think I did. I think I did.
Some people complained they had a hard time seeing it.
I do some weird stuff sometimes with
we tried to
some
do our own
videos.
Dario Argento kind of.
Yeah, I do weird shit with my videos sometimes, man. Let's see. Catching up really quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Every after
Poltergeist says leading blind star.
Oh, yes. Fantastic.
Ronnie says Halloween 3 is great with your shirt off. You gotta believe that.
Ronnie,
everything's good with your shirt off. Anthropomantic Fiend. Yes, Suspiria is a good October movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Carol, LOL. So glad I found you guys. I'm glad you found us too. Sorry, I gotta wear glasses.
Tuesday nights. Keep coming back.
Every Tuesday Night Live. Yep. Suspiria talk about Marked for Life. Yeah, Dan Breaker. True. I Love Dracula, Hey Internet Eric, House of a Thousand Corpses, Pet Cemetery, and Monster Squad are definites for me.
Oh, Monster Squad.
Anthropomantic Fiend, Bride of Frankenstein is another must. I'm just reading everything. Dino knows my love of Pet Cemetery. Watch it every fall. Yes, I do. Hey, Internet Eric. So there you go. Go on, Ted. I will let Ted blabber on about his number 9.
My number 9.
Go.
Again, I got to pick something moody. I got to pick something.
You do?
Gets me in the mood for fall. What is better in
Under
the
the
fall
sheets?
when it's leaves are turning?
Yeah.
It's dark outside.
Ooh.
And you pop in The Wolfman, 1941.
Oh.
And you see all that forest and that mist.
Yeah.
And Bela Lugosi and pentagrams on your hand. And
Yeah.
it's becoming my favorite Universal movie, I think. The Wolfman.
I could agree with you.
I just love
Yeah.
Lon Chaney in that movie, and I love his, when he's walking on his tiptoes to make it look more like a dog, and just the atmosphere in that movie just
Heck
screams
yeah.
fall to me. So
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, again, I don't have all of the Universals are every year too. Okay, I
you
have
gotta have at least one on the list.
Well, they're all on the list. I'm going to go.
All of them are on your list?
No, they're not on my list. Believe it or not, but they're right under there because they're going to be watched every year. They're going to be watched.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. There's something about the black and white movies that every year I get into that I get that feeling just to watch the old black and white movies, and all the Universals are there.
They're more creepy.
Ghost Breakers are there from 1944 with Bob Hope.
Yep.
It's kind of there's spirits in a big mansion, and the girl's got a fortune, and they're trying to scare him off. So those old haunted house type movies like that from the early years, 30s, 40s, are just so great. And I always get in the mood for those during the Halloween season when it starts getting cold out. Just something I do, just black and white hits me. I'm like, I need these movies. You know what I mean? Even though they're not in my top 10, because I have other movies on the list that are not more important, but just made the list.
That
so,
one.
yeah.
And out of all the Universals, that one just seems more Halloween-y.
Yeah, no, I agree.
To
Halloween.
me. It seems to scream
don't
the
want to take
season more than the others.
'Tis the season for that Superman.
It's the one
shit.
that seems more
Yeah.
fall-like, I guess.
Fall-like, right. Yeah. No, I hear you. Let me see what they're saying real quick. Hell yes, Lugosi and Lon Chaney and the Autumn Moon. Yep.
Yes.
Fiend. Ronnie says Dracula's Daughter might be my favorite Universal horror.
That's a good one.
Ronnie, you know what?
I have that at home.
That's the thing.
You gotta watch them all in order.
Same with the Frankenstein.
One big movie.
Son of Frankenstein is probably my favorite out of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Daughter of Dracula. Daughter of Dracula.
Yeah.
I think might be. I definitely like better than the first one. I know sacrilege, but something about it was a little later and had a little different feel to it.
And it picks up right where Dracula leaves off.
Yes.
It picks right up.
And I love it, man. So good pick, man.
Nice.
Let's see. Star says, actually, you're going to laugh. I love Full Moon's Vampire Resurrection, a.k.a. Song of the Vampire, in October.
You know my love for Full Moon Star.
We're not going to laugh. No.
Yeah. I don't have any Full Moon movies on this particular list, but I'm a big Charles Band apologist.
I'm sorry. I got one on my list.
You got a Full Moon?
Universal. And you guys probably, if you know anything, you probably know which one it would be. If you've seen anything in the past, which one it would be. But anyways, the Man Hammer R15. What is going on? Nice to see you in the chat. Anyone hitting those stank nuggets? Stank nuggets.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Smelly nuggets? I don't know.
Stank.
But yeah, I have to watch Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow in October. There's another good one. Speaking of black and white movies.
That was almost on my list.
Freaks, 1932.
Ooh,
that is right. Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow almost made my list. It probably would have been 11.
Okay.
Because
there's a lot that would have made my...
Such a great autumn movie.
Yeah. Ghost Breakers would have been on there too. I mean, that's classic.
Good choice.
My number 8 is I don't know why I'm looking at it. I just want to get the date right. The Monster Squad, 1987.
No complaints.
I love the Monster Squad. I got to watch that every year. Every time you get a group of kids together
That's the movie.
and they're in a clubhouse and it revolves around monsters, especially all the Universal monsters, bringing it around. This is on a lot of my lists.
I would say Monster Squad is better than the Goonies.
Um,
Those kids are far less annoying.
I may agree with you. I don't know. I
find
love
Goonies
the Goonies.
obnoxious these days.
I love the Goonies, but
I know, but I can't watch it as
for the
as
Halloween season,
45-year-old man. I can't watch it. Like, these kids are all annoying.
go to hell. Jesus Christ. How dare you? That's sacrilegious itself. But no, I love Goonies is great. But Monster Squad, I mean, the whole, like I said, I mean, everything about that, you throw a bunch of kids, clubhouse, I'm going to love it. I love Stand By Me. I love Explorers, if you had never seen that movie, which,
It's
I mean,
fun,
it's not horror.
silly, but
it's
that's Joe
sci-fi.
Dante. We love Joe Dante.
Yeah. I love it, man. Bring on the kids. Just make great fun for these kind of movies. So Monster Squad, 1987, makes my number 8.
Can I say one more thing about the Goonies?
You can.
What kind of movies were they making for us back then? You got some mentally challenged, deformed guy, and then
Okay.
chain him to a wall and beat him and throw food at him.
Yeah, I felt sorry for
Try
him.
to make that movie today. You can't. Hey, we're going to remake Goonies.
Well, in a
I'll tell
fun
you-
way.
Oh, what? We make fun of the retarded guy in a fun way?
He was more the the 80s were different. I mean, he was a fun monster.
He wasn't a monster. He was a human being.
He was deformed.
So that makes him a monster?
I looked at him as a
Oh
monster.
boy, you're gonna get in trouble. No
Oh,
wonder you got
whatever.
in trouble.
Here, let me see real quick here. Let's see.
They're trying to tell us that it's okay to take deformed, mentally challenged
Star-
people and chain them to a wall.
Stars number 1, I think. My Tim movies is Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh no, she just says my Tim.
Nightmare Before Christmas should
Yeah.
be on my list, but it's not. But I love it.
What's on my list? But anyway, I'm giving away my list before I even go.
Damn it, boy!
Tim McAndrew. It's Dino and Ted. What is up, my friend?
Hey,
Popeye 129 Sessions 9 is
Oh, I
a
thought
great
someone
film
was. I thought Popeye was
for
somebody's.
Halloween. Yeah, right.
I like
Check
Popeye.
out Haunt 2019. Hey, Popeye, what is going on? Oh my God, Explorers, I have that. Explorers is great. Dan Breaker says Goonies would never see the light of day today
No
if it
way.
was filmed the same way.
No way.
You guys think so? Really?
They would. That character would be completely changed or eliminated.
Huh.
And to be
Interesting.
perfectly honest, Sloth served no serious purpose.
Really?
Except for a little bit at the end.
Yeah.
But you're trying to tell me those kids came that far and they can't handle these 3 stupid oafs?
So what's your number 8?
Number
then?
8, the horror epic of all time, The Shining. Some
The
of it,
Shining?
yeah, some of it takes
on,
place
man.
in the fall.
You looking for a reaction from me?
No, not really.
Good pick.
A good portion of it takes place during the fall.
That's my horror
And it's-
Christmas movie to watch.
Well, because it
I watch
paves
that
the
during
way
Christmas time.
into winter, the fall, and
Batman is here.
what?
Speaking of which, the cat in Hocus Pocus is actually Thackeray, not Zachary. FYI. Okay.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, is there anything else I can say about The Shining that we haven't said 100 times before? It's Stanley Kubrick. It's perfection. It's
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
It's his way of telling us the details of him filming the moon landing footage and.
Little tidbits of stuff going on there. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. That Jay Widener sure makes it seem like that's what he did, but I
Right?
don't know.
Right.
I don't know, but he almost has me convinced with absolutely no proof at all. Now that's a cool hat.
There we go. I got my cap on now.
You look like somebody I've seen before.
Go on. Number 8.
No, that was it.
Okay.
That was it.
Let's see.
I was going to say, you look like some
let me-
mushmouth who's always asking for money online.
I should ask. Let's see. That took me years to figure out, said Star. Stephen King's The Shining. I love Fright Night in 1985, says Popeye.
You're so
Oh,
cool,
yeah.
Brewster.
Heck, you sound cool, Brewster. Okay, so my number 7. I should put a hat on, but I'm sick of that big tall hat. Oh, well. So number 7. Here we go. Carol, if you're still there. My number 7 movie is 1974's Young Frankenstein, directed by Mel Brooks. Ted, I have no idea why Ted does not like Young Frankenstein.
It's just
It's
not
got Terry
kind.
Garr.
She's pretty.
Oh, beautiful.
Mel Brooks humor just isn't my humor. I don't know.
I love Mel Brooks humor.
I know.
The stupider, the better. The dumber, the better. Young Frankenstein has them all. He's getting her out of the thing. Oh my, what big knockers you got. And there's big knockers over there.
It's like if
On
you and
all.
I were to make a movie
You
like
know.
that, they'd call it stupid and juvenile, but Mel Brooks makes it, and it's a work of friggin' art.
Right. There's a style to it, Ted. I love that. Well, Gene Wilder kind
I
of...
like Gene Wilder.
He kind of co-wrote and did this
Right.
movie with Mel Brooks. There's a style to
But
it,
they
a feel
used
to it.
a lot
Yeah,
of
I love it,
the
man.
real sets from Frankenstein. They used a lot of the real equipment.
Bronco
from-
Juggalo, what's going on?
What's up, dude?
Hey, Brad.
They did use a lot of that stuff, so there's it was done with love. You did that
Oh,
because
yeah.
they love the old movies, and I give them that.
Exactly.
But I've been on record a million times, and I know you love those movies.
Heck yeah.
Just Mel Brooks just isn't my kind of humor, and by God, I've watched every one that you've recommended to me, and I usually
Yeah.
just don't.
I know. I get it.
I'm more of like a
You're yeah.
British humor kind of guy, or Marx
Right,
Brothers,
right.
or stuff like that.
And I love the.
And I know you
dumb,
like that
yeah,
stuff too,
yeah.
but
No,
I guess
that's all
not
good.
highbrow or anything. Just I don't know, it's just different.
Game Tuts TV. What is up?
Yet it's a mad world is like the funniest movie.
Shake
ever
and
made.
Baker Mayfield. That is right. Cleveland Browns, man, doing good. Let's
That
see.
was a game. Wasn't it?
Anthropomantic Fiend. Kubrick's movie just doesn't hold a candle to the book to me. There's really good stuff
well,
in the
book
movie,
is fantastic.
but also a lot of empty space that could have been put to good use.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, of course.
I can't say anything bad about Kubrick.
Batman says Abby normal. Heck yeah. And Brad, you're listening.
I'm
not
contractually
watching.
obligated
That's
to
good.
not say anything bad about Kubrick.
Blasphemy, Ted. Star. That's why I differentiate. I hate the Kubrick film. Give me the remake any day.
Oh!
Oh!
Well, hey,
jumping.
to each their own. I think
Jehoshaphat.
you're in the minority with
The
that.
Star.
But who said that?
Star.
Bless her heart.
Yeah. So you're number 7.
Did you go? You didn't go. I just did Shining. It's your turn.
We both did 7?
Oh, you did Young Frankenstein, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you do your 7?
No, I'll do it now.
Oh, okay.
Creep Show.
Creep Show.
I had to have at least one anthology movie telling scary stories.
Okay.
And even though it's not the first one I saw,
For Halloween's?
it's
For Halloween's time.
yeah,
For
you know,
Halloween's
it's
time.
fun. It's such a fun movie to watch. It's
This
not
is
too.
blasphemy, Ted, yeah.
You can watch it with the kids. It's not too hardcore. It's got so many cool actors in it.
Yeah.
And I love the first story especially. The dad coming back from the dead wanting his cake. Where's my cake? I just love it. And the last story with the bugs.
Heck yeah.
Oh God, I love that one too.
Well, that was very sci-fi like and very. I think because of the sterile walls.
Yeah, he just
and all
well. That's
white
why because he
and
was
the
just so
thing- yeah.
phobic of these things.
Plus a little computer there, and so I don't. It looked very
Yeah.
like. It just seems very sci-fi for me. In
Creep Show was just
1984, Orson Welles ish, whatever.
Oh, it's just you get Stephen King and George Romero and you put them together and
Yeah.
we got this pretty cool movie. And we got the sad case of Geordie, whatever his name was there, Geordie LaForge, or the guy that turned into
Jordy
the plant.
LaForge.
Geordie LaForge.
Star Trek: The Next Generation. Come on, I'm a
Don't you love how they
fan.
just put a banana clip over his eyes and these are
Right,
my
right.
goggles. But I always like to watch Creep Show. And it's just got this
Oh my
really
God. You need to
beautiful
make
Blu-ray from Scream Factory.
Sorry, moving
And,
around way too much.
with a ton of cool extras.
Yeah.
So it's a good excuse to crack it open and watch it.
Yeah, sounds good. Game Tut says thoughts on Zombieland. I loved Zombieland with Woody Harrelson and that whole crew. And the new one that's coming out looks pretty darn good
Yeah,
too.
I just saw a commercial for it.
But it's getting a lot of bad press, and I'm not sure why. But
So do a lot of movies that are good though. So
yeah, a lot of good movies get bad press.
sometimes you got to judge it for yourself. I mean, I can usually watch a trailer and decide if it's something for me or not. So
Hey, Internet Eric says, Jordy Vero, you
Jordy
lunkhead.
Verrill. I got the first name right, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Batman. It's coming. Ted had it at number 10, Halloween.
Yeah, and at number 10. It's on my list. You guys know I'm not a franchise. I see every movie, but it's like,
No, I hear you.
you know.
My number 6. This is a classic.
Yeah.
This should be close to my number 1, but it made number 6. The original Night of the Living Dead.
It's a great movie. I cannot argue.
We even put together kind of a Night of the Living Dead video, homemade video with our camera
Do you
back
have
in
it?
the day.
I tell you should upload that. That'll get a billion hits.
We're having troubles with the whole...
the DVD.
Yeah.
'Cause
it's so old
We
video.
recorded it on VHS, right? We had like a VHS camcorder.
Yes, and somehow we put it to DVD,
Yeah.
and it's not... I can't find nothing compatible to rip it.
It was probably the first DVD I ever burned.
Although I
don't
can
know how we
play
did
it and
ripping it
record
to the
that
computer.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll figure. Okay, there we go. But Night of the Living Dead. I mean, just classic. I mean, come on,
I did
everything
some
about
really
that
bad
movie.
VHS editing.
Ted's shirt off, climbing up the hill,
Oh, God.
breaking in the back of the house. I mean, it was good. It was fun.
you see
But-
Dwayne Jones, whatever, look under. There's 2 of them out there, and then it cuts to us just
Walking
staggered
through the-
in the backyard.
Yeah. No, it's,
God, we did that 20 years ago almost.
oh my God, yeah. But we did it around Halloween.
Yeah, we did.
And it just, I mean, first thing comes to my mind, you know. Not to mention, I just love that movie. Another movie comparable, zombies, if we're talking about zombies, is not Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Thing. It's not on my list.
Oh God, good.
But well, Ted, I love
No,
that. It puts me in the
some
mood.
Some of the makeup is good.
Puts me in the mood for Halloween, though.
We did a podcast on it, didn't we?
We did. Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Thing is on there.
I think I said some good things about it.
Yes, you did.
You guys might have to go back to watch it to find out what it was.
Yeah, check it out. We talked
Some
about
of the
that
makeup
movie.
effects were pretty good.
New one looks kind of iffy. He's talking about Zombieland. Game Tut says, I'm nervous Zombieland is a top 5 of all time film for me. Oh, really? Okay. Star says
Seems like an
Return
odd
is
movie
one
to make
I've
a sequel
seen
to. Like, was it
and
even that
love.
big anyway to even warrant a sequel?
Which one?
Zombieland. I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You never
no.
hear anybody talk about it.
Yeah. No, it's...
So.
Yeah, I was surprised when I heard a sequel.
It'd be like if they made a sequel to, like Slither or something like that. I mean,
right,
as
right.
cool as that was, I mean, just
Love the movie.
Nobody
but
ever mentions
Are you going
it.
to make a Slither too? Yeah, I mean you can. Let's see one really quick one. Let's see. Batman says, "I still think it's a damn shame that the Dark Universe sunk. I would have liked to see how it could have worked. What are your thoughts?" Me and Ted have talked about this to death.
I probably like that damn Van Helsing movie more than any of these Dark Universe movies they made.
Yeah.
At least that was kind of fun.
They started it off with the Dracula one, which I thought was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Ted
I just
didn't
don't,
as
I
much
just don't
as
like
me.
how they have to make him a hero. Like
I get
nobody can be bad.
It has its flaws.
Nobody
and
can just be bad.
And I didn't say great. I said it was. It's a very
That was
good
my
movie.
problem with it.
Yeah, no, I agree. But and then they went off into this whole Tom Cruise mummy thing, and it just was very
didn't pay attention
pathetic.
to that.
And nobody there could get it together. And I would love a Dark Universe reboot, but you need the right person to do it. And now I think Blumhouse is getting in the mix to do certain movies, but I don't know if it's going to be a Dark Universe. They're just doing one-off movies. So
They should say Shape of Water's part of it.
Huh? Yeah. Well, you can. I mean, I guess.
It almost is.
That's Guillermo del Toro's little baby, though. But
Why
anyway.
can't he just say, go ahead, make it part of the Dark Universe?
Okay, so you're number 6. What's on your
Number
list?
6.
Number 6.
A movie, I could have put it a little higher, but it is such a fall movie, and it is such a scary story, especially
Yeah.
for kids.
Calm down. You're all right.
Coraline.
Oh,
I adore
Yes?
that movie. I saw it 3 times in the theater.
I love Coraline.
I have the big Blu-ray box set with all kinds of little books and stuff in it.
Yep.
And it's actually
And that's made by the studio.
Leica, which I'm
Which
a fan
you-
of all their movies.
Yes,
They're
you've
the
said that
ones
many times,
championing
yeah.
stop motion animation still.
Yep.
They're doing a fantastic job with it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I think it's a pretty frightening story, sewing buttons on your eyes. And
Yeah, don't be scared.
and the
though,
other
Ted.
mother, and I just I
No,
adore everything about that movie.
I agree. And when she goes
Every
into
last
that
minute.
little doorway,
Yes.
that yeah, I mean Coraline is fantastic.
And just the fall weather on the outside, the trees are all dead, and until the end when it looks nice. But
See, I'm gonna have to pop that in again.
didn't think about Coraline, did you? I love Coraline.
No, it's not that I didn't think about it because
I even have the damn soundtrack.
But talking about it just it gets me in the mood a little bit more for it.
And I probably,
talking
as
about
much as
it
I love Nightmare Before
Gets
Christmas,
me in the mood. For, what?
as much as I love Nightmare Before Christmas, I think I like Coraline just a little bit more. And I mean, you could even pick something like Corpse Bride because it's so dour and dreary.
Well, I was gonna say I mean Corpse Bride is
but
there
I like
too
Coraline
for me.
better.
But Coraline,
I think it's a more frightening story.
But the movie I like better than all of them that you just said, and is at my number 5, is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
That's my go-to
I
Tim
can't
Burton
argue.
movie.
I can't argue.
I do love Coraline.
Tim Burton didn't direct it.
Right. But we give it a Tim Burton name. I mean,
Yeah, somehow we attribute that movie to him instead of Henry Selick,
right.
who directed Coraline.
Right. Well, you put his name on there, and with everything else he did, it's got that style to it. But,
It does.
Yeah, so, I mean, you still got to say Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. But, yeah, other people get the credit, should get the credit, and we just gave him credit.
And isn't it funny how that movie didn't really make any noise when it first came out? I saw it at a sneak preview. I got some tickets at work.
A sneak peek?
Yeah, we saw it early. And I remember I
How early
bought
did
the
you
little,
see it?
whatever week or whatever early before it came out.
I mean, in the day.
I was at night. Yeah.
So, wow.
But it didn't make any noise. And then years later, it's this, huge thing. They make all these cool
Yeah, it's funny.
knickknacks and
It's
toys
like-
and stuff. When it first came out, they didn't make crap.
It's like Dynamite.
Little bendy figures, which I still have.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
and-
right back there. Yeah,
Oh
right.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, this guy right here. I don't, you can't see him probably, but
Yeah. It blew up like Dynamite.
yep.
Yeah.
Now it's huge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's your movie, and I'm talking over you.
No,
Forgive me.
it's all right.
Constructive criticism. Don't talk.
Love
over me.
everything. Love that stop motion. Love every character in there. Love the song, the music. Puts me in the mood. And Halloween is always right around the corner is Christmas. And this just flows right into that. You know what I mean?
You like the Marilyn Manson version where he sings that song?
It's all right.
It's all right.
I like the movie
I think
version.
so.
But yeah, that's my number 5. I mean, Jesus, man, I love it. Again, I love those films like Coraline, Corpse Bride, another great one.
It is good.
I just that's kind of a trilogy for me. Those 3 films, Nightmare Before Christmas, Coraline, Corpse Bride, just fantastic. But this one just flows right into Christmas, gets you that spirit of Halloween.
And it's like 2 holidays you can watch it during.
Right.
You get a twofer.
You put it right up to Halloween. You watch it, and you're like,
And there's isn't there a little part with the Easter Bunny? You can watch it for Easter too.
yeah. So you're number 5.
Now we're in our top 5.
Yes,
Okay,
we
these
are.
these are immovable.
Oh, hold on, really quick.
Oh yeah, let's see what people have been saying.
Oh, Star says Paranorman.
I love
It's another
Paranorman.
good one. I love that too.
It's fantastic. I like Coraline a little better, but
Right,
I
oh,
love
me too.
Paranorman as well. I love everything.
Joey
like the
Cage is
studios
in
has
the
done.
house.
Oh right, all
He
right.
says Ted Tales. LOL.
I could probably bust into some.
He could. Batman says Dracula Untold would have been great, but my only problem with it is that they made Vlad too much of a nice guy, like Ted was saying,
that's
kind
my
of a
issue with
hero.
it too, dude.
So yeah, my friend is obsessed with Coraline. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got some really cool little action figures too. I saw them at Target. They've got some really nice ones, and
Yeah.
I just
I got some really nice ones.
and I read the book before I saw the movie. When I saw the movie, I loved it more than the book.
I have to go to sleep now, says Star.
No,
Love to you guys.
Oh, okay.
Sorry you got to go real quick there, Star.
right.
But good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight. And
don't
don't
let
let
the bed bugs bite.
don't let Paranorman bite
You finish it up on YouTube. You
or
watch
Bud
the
the
best.
Chud.
So you can see my number 1.
Yeah. So your number 5?
No.
Did you say?
No. I had to have at least one Vincent Price movie in this list. And the one, and I love lots of Vincent Price movies, but I love the
True.
Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe adaptations. And my favorite out of all of those is Pit and the Pendulum.
Okay.
I love the dank, dark, gothic castle, his little slip into madness, the torture chambers,
Yeah.
and finally the huge pendulum swinging down, coming down, and the little mystery about it's got a little bit of being buried alive in it and being tortured, and I just love every minute of that movie, and I had to pick one, and to me that's next to Mask of the Red Death, that's probably the next darkest one out of all.
Horror Gang, what's up, my friend? Nice to see you in the chat. I was going to say, you know what? Again, we harken back to our childhood, and a lot of the old super hosts, the horror hosts that would do afternoon movies, sometimes Big Chuck and Little Johnny at night, but I think mostly afternoon movies.
Superhost did. That's where I got my first Hammers, everything.
So that's where we would see a lot of these, and a lot of times I remember, Superhost doing his thing during the fall season. For some reason, I don't know why, we would get Ricky Tikki Taffy, then we would get some horror, some movies like this during the fall season. But
for some reason they always play that
they always put me in the mood,
like Thanksgiving, something like that. Ricky Tikki Taffy. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. It was always a Thanksgiving thing.
I have no idea.
That and King Kong. I'm not sure why.
King Kong was always Thanksgiving. It's the only time of year I could watch the damn movie.
Yeah.
I remember I used to, I wouldn't. I've told the story before. Just I would always be over my grandparents' house on Thanksgiving. And we could not eat till that. I mean, I'm not getting up to eat until that's done.
Right.
And then I'd usually miss Son of Kong, and I didn't see Mighty Joe Young until I got older because they'd show all three, and I didn't see them. But I wasn't moving. I wasn't getting off that couch.
No.
Till Kong was done.
Yeah, we all know what you think of King Kong. So yeah. So that's your number 5. We are up to number 4. My number 4. That I've got to watch every year, every Halloween, is Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, yeah.
The new one that was made for TV. What?
Sorry.
What? She's a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania. No, Tim Burton. Classic Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Tim Burton's Rocky Horror.
Tim Burton. I mean,
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Threw me off. God damn it.
And bless Tim Curry, man. He's had a stroke, and we haven't heard much from him.
Nice to see you in the chat, Ben Grimm. Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That gets you in the mood for Halloween, huh?
Oh, every year. I'm not sure why.
Bless you.
It's something, me and the wife watch.
Me and the wife?
Started years ago when we met you. And,
me and Dino first met at a midnight screening of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I remember standing there, and it was cold and rainy out.
Yeah.
And, we were there to see
I came in with my fishnet stockings, my bustier. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we didn't.
My buddy dressed up like that, but I did not.
We didn't dress up, but
I'm glad you put it on there. That's where we met.
Ernest Scared Stupid has to be top 3.
Yes,
says Ben Grimm.
Love
Darling Darkness. What is up? Hey B, nice to see you in the
Ernest
chat.
Goes to Jail's my personal favorite.
Doing some Halloween movies for us, some feel-good movies that we like during the Halloween season. Nice to see you in my chat there, Darling Darkness. But Rocky Horror Picture Show is great, and that's where we first got together.
Oh, no, I feel
20-something years ago, and always reminds me of Halloween time,
Like 25 years ago, probably.
Something like that, yeah. First meeting of the minds, right?
I had a different girlfriend back then.
Jeez. Rocky Horror, man. I gotta love it. There's not a thing I can say bad about it. I mean, come on.
No. It's the movie that I've seen in a movie theater more times than any other movie.
True.
There was a time it felt like I went once a month or something like that. We went a lot. Either with friends or a girlfriend I had at the time. Never went by myself, but...
Darling Darkness says she has been lurking for a while now. Good to know that, B.
Oh, well, come on in.
Hey, glad to have you part of my channel here. Horror Gang says, have you guys seen Tales of Terror? Oh, God. It's an anthology, and in the second story, The Black Cat has this awesome drinking scene with Peter Lorre and Vincent Price. It's amazing. Horror Gang, you got to go back and watch our... didn't we do a trilogy on that?
We didn't. No, we didn't.
A commentary.
No, we didn't. We only did...
okay. We did
Mask of the Red Death.
We did Black Cat.
But he's talking about
Lugosi and Karloff.
Roger Corman, Edgar Allan Poe movie called Tales of Terror. which I have on Blu-ray. I have all.
That's right. We
I have
did
all
not
those
do that.
movies on Blu-ray. It's a great one too.
Did not do
And yeah, the second story is like a drinking contest between Vincent Price and Peter Lorre.
Right.
Vincent Price is like a snooty,
Peter
Lorre. He's like a wine guy. All right, he can take a taste of wine, tell you where it's from, and Lorre.
Yeah.
Not much of a stretch for Peter Lorre. He's playing a drunk.
No, it ain't.
And he's just sloppy, shitty drunk.
Gotta love a drunk
He doesn't
Peter
take
Lorre.
he takes the little sip. No, he's drinking the whole glass
Sucking it down.
and telling you exactly where it comes from. And it's
This
cool.
is from the wet. Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, and when you put Vincent Price and Peter Lorre together, they did a few movies together.
Yeah.
You got gold. You got gold.
Oh, hell yeah.
So yes, one of my favorites. Not on my list, but
The one we did was the commentary on.
we did commentary on Mask of the Red Death. I don't
Yes.
think we've done any
That
of
was
the
with
other
Basil
Edgar Allan Poe.
Rathbone too.
No, that was Comedy of Terrors.
Oh, Comedy of Terrors. Okay.
Which was made during that time,
and we got Peter
but it's not
Lorre,
one of the Edgar Allan Poe
Vincent
ones.
Price. Right. No.
Boris Karloff,
Right,
Basil
yeah.
Rathbone. And
Excellent.
that's one of my favorite comedies, period.
Love it.
But yes, good. I'm glad someone's watching these movies.
So, you're number 4.
Number 4. We just did a podcast on this not too long ago.
No.
Blood on Satan's Claw.
That's your number 4.
Apart
Okay.
from the fact that I adore that movie.
Yeah, no.
It seemed, and it takes
the
place...
patch of hair from the
Yes.
devil.
And even though it takes place during a few
Cut him in
seasons...
the woodshed.
Cut him
in the woodshed.
I knew you were going to say that. When I typed it on there, I'm like, I know he's going to...
Cut him in the woodshed.
Cut him in the woodshed.
Always
And,
was in the back of my head growing up as
You
a
never
kid.
knew what movie it came
Until we
from.
did the commentary and I'm
That's
going,
it!
that's the movie!
But so much of that movie seems to take place in the fall where the trees are dead and it's so dark and stark and dreary Great Britain, England, and the mist.
Like
and
your
all
love
that.
life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
It's the way I like to live my life. But that's the closest to Hammer I got on my list. And
Great movie. And we did that not long ago.
I absolutely just adore that movie. And
A few weeks back.
I watch it. I probably watch it a few times a year. Got it on my phone to watch. I couldn't wait. Some company in the States is supposed to be putting out the remastered Blu-ray, but I couldn't wait, so I bought it from England because they put it out and it's beautiful.
Batman says, you bring that up, but me and Ted did that movie. He was talking about liking a lot of the silent movies too, and a lot of them are on YouTube and stuff like that. But he really loves The Bat.
Oh, with Vincent Price?
That movie was... no, wasn't it the other one? There's
Bat?
another Bat
There,
movie.
maybe.
We did the silent, or not the silent.
it wasn't
one,
called
but
The Bat, though. It was called something else. It wasn't a
the one
silent movie.
that inspired Batman.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I can't
it called
remember.
The Bat?
I don't think it was called The Bat. We'd have to go back. I can't remember what it was called, but I don't know that it was just called The Bat. There's a Vincent
Shit, I'm
Price
gonna
movie
have to go
called
back
The
and
Bat.
look.
What was that movie called?
Okay,
It
well,
was
I
really
guess-
cool, though. I remember.
No,
it was
yeah.
a neat movie.
Great, yeah. I figured with being called the Batman here that he knew that movie.
No.
I thought it was called The Bat.
I could be wrong. I
But,
just don't remember it being called that.
Let's see. Nosferatu and Phantom of the Opera are my two. Says Anthropomorphic Fiend.
Two of the best silent movies ever made.
Batman says the older one. Horror Gang, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is great too. Batman says 1926. So The Bat, 1926.
It must be a
yeah.
silent film we haven't seen.
I'll have to go back and check.
I'll have to
but
check it out.
You did just do your 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 3 left.
Okay.
Top 3.
So number 3, here's where we get to my Universal that I threw in here. And
I know what it is.
you know what it is, right?
Without a doubt.
Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Jerry Garcia's favorite movie.
Yep. And, well, not my favorite, but, yeah. Of the Universals, it's my favorite.
That's a bold statement.
Because, Ted,
I mean, I love it.
Abbott Costello, the Universal Monsters, because they bring them all together. You get Vincent Price as the Invisible Man at the end.
You know I own 3 copies of that movie?
I bet you do,
On Blu-ray?
yeah. Different.
Because if you
yeah.
bought... I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No,
interrupt you,
go
but
ahead.
this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
If I have the box set of the original Universal monster movies, you know, like all Dracula,
Yeah.
Frankenstein, just those core ones.
Right.
And then they put out the sets that have all the sequels in it.
Right.
But it also has the original movie and any movie that associates. So the Dracula one, there's a lot of overlap. In the
Right.
Dracula, the Frankenstein, and the Wolfman set. No, is it the Wolfman set? Maybe not. but they each come with, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. So I have multiple copies.
They all come with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have multiple copies of that movie.
Ah,
If I
interesting.
run out of coasters, I could always use one.
Okay.
Use
Okay.
one for a coaster.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I love
Or
the
if you-
I love the slapstick comedy of the era, but I love Abbott and
Chick.
Costello.
I love that name, Chick.
Chick. Chick. I love every movie that they've done.
Should name my son
On top of just throwing in horror, the big castle, the beautiful women of the period.
Chick. Bringing Bella back.
I've said this over and over on so many lists and so many commentaries that we've done. We've did a full commentary on Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Just love the film to death and puts me in the mood. I mean, hell, it is a movie that I watch a few times a year at least. So, but Halloween, I mean, it's a must. I always watch it.
I like it.
You're like, what
I just,
the hell?
out of all the Universals, my God, that's the one he likes.
I
the
know.
best.
Batman says Vincent Price's one is called The Bat Whispers. So there you go.
I'm confused.
I'll figure it out.
We're
out.
gonna
the
straighten
Batman.
this shit out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I could swear it's the Bat. It inspired the character Batman.
The movie that we did.
Yes.
I can't remember the
I
name
thought
of that
we
movie.
did the Bat, and it had
And we did
such-
it so long ago.
And it was more of a kind of a
Noir
type
and it had
film.
really neat special effects like of the
Yes.
city and stuff like that. You could
Very
tell it was
cool.
like miniatures.
Yeah.
It was really neat. I had never even heard of it. It was really
No,
good.
so it was neato. It was neato.
It was neat.
Ah, yeah. So you're number 3.
Number 3. It's not necessarily a movie I watch every year at
No.
this time.
What?
Well, but it does take
Where?
You're throwing me off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No. But I gotta say The
that.
Exorcist.
Oh,
Because
Okay.
especially the scene where she's walking where
too
Chris
scary for me.
McNeil is
Oh,
walking
what?
home and you
Christy
hear,
McNichol.
I said Christine McNeil.
Oh,
Christine McNichol. This isn't Lil Darlings.
Little darlings.
And
Well,
she's walking
hey,
home
good
from
movie.
work from acting and Tubular Bells kicks on
Oh.
and the wind's blowing, you see kids trick or treating, so it's
Tubular
Halloween.
bells.
You see the nuns walking with their robes billowing
Yeah.
and the leaves blowing. I mean that just screams fall and
No, I
Halloween
know.
and
Yeah.
and the horrible things to come.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not a movie I watch, because it is. To me, that's a hardcore movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not even a religious person.
Ugh.
And I don't necessarily watch it every year, but if I do watch it, it's in the fall. Halloween time,
See,
November, somewhere around there.
I have so many bad. I mean, don't
So
get
many
me
bad memories.
so many bad memories of The Exorcist. I mean, really, I love The Exorcist. It's just a
I
fantastic.
have a lot of love for part 3 as well.
Yeah, no,
love part 3
true,
as well.
true. Part 2, yeah. But The Exorcist. So many things to say about it that make me go, I'm not going to put it on my list because of the bad memories and things that went on. I mean, they took me as a little kid at the drive-in.
What the hell were they thinking?
I don't know. My uncle was almost dying in the car and passes out while she's throwing up, and I'm a kid going, oh my God, is my uncle going to be all right? What's going on? The whole family charges out of the car, over to my uncle, leaving me and my other uncle, who's my same age, in the car, scared to death, not knowing what's going on. So, I mean, just so many things.
Was that weird
revolve
having an
around
uncle
that,
your
but-
same age? Like, did he feel like he could boss you around?
We were like kind of best friends,
It'd be funny if you had an uncle that was younger than you and you got like a big family picture and you're holding your uncle.
Yeah.
Or something.
No, it was really cool growing up.
Yeah.
We were best friends up until, we were 20. I mean, I still care about them. It's just, life takes you apart and things change and stuff like that. But yeah, no, we were
It's a
same age.
hardcore
and
flick. I got to be in the mood. I got to
It's
be
hardcore, all right.
I got to be in a contemplative mood for it.
Ted's not a religious person, LOL, says 80s horror fan.
Is that a big surprise, dude?
Oh my God. I'm glad you made it to the chat.
Last time I was in a church is when I got married.
Okay. Let me read a couple of these. The Bat is an awesome, creepy mystery.
Maybe that was it.
Anthropomantic Fiend. You are right. That's
I
the
can't
movie we
remember.
did. The Addams Family Values, says Jenny Delaney. Ready or
I
Not.
saw the new I don't think you put up my review of it,
Yeah.
but I saw the new Addams Family movie that's coming out this Halloween. I
Right.
saw a sneak preview of it with my family.
Oh,
Um,
Patreon. Yeah.
was it a Patreon exclusive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's Patreon exclusive. I saw a sneak preview of it.
Right.
Maybe what was it? 2 months ago? Was it
Yeah, it was a couple months ago.
maybe a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Even all the animation wasn't done. Some of it was just temp drawings and stuff like that. And
You got to.
We got to-
sneak peek at the.
I mean, I've been to like preview screenings, but I've never been to a screening like this. And we got invited to it for some
I'll get to
reason.
the chat in a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
And but for you non-Patreons, I won't go into as much detail as I went in that.
Get
But
to it,
It
Ted.
was good.
Jesus Christ!
And I think if you're a fan of like the old comic strip style Addams
A
Family,
snail
you'll like
could
it.
Do a quicker review.
We even had to fill out a questionnaire, like stuff that you would change, stuff you didn't like, stuff you did like.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I want to go see it again when it comes out later this month.
What did you get? A box of juicy fruits.
We did get paid. We got a $10 Visa card
Oh, good.
for it. And I'm curious to see. There was one scene that I really didn't think fit, and I'm curious if they took it out because I was very,
Okay.
I was very specific about
Let's-
why it shouldn't be there.
Let's see if Ted's recommendation
if
works
it,
out.
Well, if it's not there,
Yeah.
then what's that little box come up on your screen right there?
Session ended
Oh,
for,
okay.
for school.
All right.
Which I'll be
We're playing
letting you
hooky.
guys know what's going on.
But anyway,
soon.
I've seen it
Maybe
already,
at the end.
and
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. Good
Oh.
for the Halloween time.
Ben Grimm says again, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Horror Gang says, every year I always watch Return of the Vampire. I'm sure you guys have heard me say this before, but it's finally came out on Blu-ray
Yes.
a while ago and couldn't
Bela
recommend
Lugosi.
it enough. You guys
Playing
need to get it.
a vampire,
Definitely.
not Dracula, but playing a vampire.
Okay, hey Internet Eric here. All right, guys, was fun. We'll try to catch up next stream. I'm going to watch Horns with Daniel Radcliffe. I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts? Yeah, if you're still here, I never seen Horns. Did
Neither
you?
did I. No, but
Yeah.
I like him. He's done some interesting
Yeah,
films
no, definitely.
since the Harry Potter days, and seems like he's the only one of those actors really doing anything. So
Anthropomantic Fiend says Mark of the Vampire is sick as well. Damn straight. Batman, for the longest time, I thought The Man Who Laughs was related to horror, but it's really a romantic, but still
Yeah.
an eerie film to watch. Yeah, definitely. Boy, man, Darling Darkness. My mom got me the R-rated DVD of From Dusk Till Dawn for my 13th birthday
Ooh.
and was like, here, have fun.
really,
Darling Darkness. I grew up as a child, like my grandmother had 13 kids. I had a bunch of older uncles and aunts who, exposed me to every slasher, every horror
all the
movie.
porn.
Yeah, well, back then they
Watch
didn't,
this tape.
back then they didn't really have that there going
Like,
on.
you knew who
but
Ginger Lynn
They were
was
snuff
before
films
anybody
back
else.
then. I don't know. But yeah, wow. Let's see. 80s horror fan, probably you going to be there. You going to be Halloween Parade? What Halloween Parade? What's going on, 80s horror fan? Hey, I might. Yes, I was hoping you were going to do a live stream. Oh, I guess you guys know what's going on here. Dino, is Ted to your right or left? That would be a great idea. Ted is right here.
Who's over there?
What's going on here? No, I have to keep using my glasses and look down.
You got your Halloween costume all picked out for?
Yeah.
What are you going to be when you take your kids
Snow
out?
White.
I'm going to be Captain Underpants.
Are you really?
I'm going to shave my head completely bald, tie a red thing around
Ribbon
my
around
neck,
your old oak tree?
and I'm just going to put on a pair of tidy whities that are hopefully clean.
He's going to wear a Superman
and just
t-shirt.
walk around outside with no shirt on
No shirt.
and just tra-la-la my way down the street and see if I can get away with it.
Right. So my number 2 on the list
Number
is...
2.
You like how I skirted that?
Yeah, you completely walk right over.
Right over, yeah. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. Whew. Hopefully
It's all
it
you're
won't smell as bad as last week, but...
Was it bad last week?
Was it the week
be
last
pulled
week or
pork
the week
tonight.
before? Oh, jeez. Okay, so number 2 on my list, and you know these are gonna you're gonna know what my number 1 is. Number 2 is the original Friday the 13th. Jason Voorhees. I mean,
He ain't in the original. Well, I mean, there's a
Right.
little boy swimming in the water.
sorry, Pamela. Yeah, well, it's always him jumping out of the water that scares the living shit out of me. But the original Friday the 13th.
That's your favorite one on all of them, huh?
Well, I'm not saying it's the one that
one you
started
gotta
it all,
watch. You
and
did.
I gotta watch it Halloween.
You do.
Along with my number one, which we'll get to in a second. But Friday the 13th, the original is it's not my favorite.
I bet you my number 10 is your
But-
number 1.
You got that straight. But
Isn't that
not
funny
much.
how our lists are?
Not much to say. Friday the 13th. I mean, everybody said it to death, done it to death, but it makes number 2 because it's a staple for Halloween time.
I've watched
I've
the
got to
first
watch
2 with my kids.
Got to watch
Under my-
Friday. I've got to watch Halloween, so I'm
Yeah.
giving away kind of my number 1. But your number 2.
Number 2, a movie that just screams
What's
fall.
your number 2,
You
Ted?
already mentioned it,
What's your number 2?
but Night of the Living Dead, because
I know I should have had mine
of the
higher.
stark black and white, the dreariness of it.
Thought you
That's
said
just-
that should have been on your list.
No, no, no.
Did you
no.
just pop that on?
No,
there?
no, I didn't. No,
Okay.
I'd show you, but then you'd see my number 1. But nothing screams Halloween and fall and the autumn like Night of the Living Dead. It's perfect.
Oh. Anthropomantic Fiend says there's a Halloween parade in my town this weekend. I'm planning to go.
Already? Seems a little early, but cool.
Yeah, Ted Dino on your left. Portals open. Yep. I don't know. It was the 100th year. Cool. So, are you guys Fiend, an 80s horror fan? Are you guys in the same city there? That's kind of pretty cool then.
Yeah.
If you guys are. But anyways,
up.
Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead. I love it. It's stark. I first saw it
It's Stark.
on our
Starsky and Hutch.
channel here, WAB TV 43. It was at night, not on Superhost, but at night. I don't think he would have showed zombies eating guts.
They
and
played
shit.
that at night a lot in our area
Yep.
there
I
back
saw
in the
that.
day.
And I remember just being so impressed when those zombies were eating guts. I had never seen it before. And I taped it. I remember I taped it, cut the commercials out and all that. And now I have the beautiful restored Criterion collection.
Oh.
Blu-ray.
Criterion.
It is Criterion, believe it or not.
That's awesome.
George Romero is in the Criterion collection. Of course, so is John Waters, so that doesn't say
You
much.
got the Criterion collection, Ted.
I did.
Good. So you speak.
So number 2.
Okay, cool. That's your number 2. Ben Grimm says Garfield's Halloween special. We talked about that at the very
Yes.
beginning. Yes. Nosferatu's 100th anniversary is in 2020. Just saying, says Batman. Yeah, very
And as much
cool,
as I love it,
definitely.
I do love the 1979 one.
Do you
maybe.
make love to it though?
To my Blu-ray?
Yeah.
I crack it open a little bit.
Because last time you
I take
brought it
the
over
disc
here,
out because I don't want to mess up the disc.
last time you brought it over, it was kind of glossy white.
I put a little glaze on it.
Yeah,
It's a protective coating.
you're a sick man. You're a sick man.
I am. I don't know.
So what was your number 2?
Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, we said that already, didn't
Yeah.
we?
So why don't you just go ahead and
Spew
because they can't stand the suspense anymore
of my number 1.
of your number 1.
My number 1 pick is Halloween, the original, 1978. Yeah.
What? Not 2018?
No, not 2019.
Come on! It's way better. It blows it away.
It does it? No, I mean, it's. I've watched Halloween, the original Halloween, every year, pretty much my
I've
whole
watched
life
it every year since 1942.
for Halloween. I mean, because it's just.
It's Halloween.
I mean, there ain't. I'm sorry, but there ain't. It ain't my favorite film, my favorite horror film. I love the movie, but it puts me in Halloween.
So, like, if
mood.
Halloween comes and goes and you haven't watched Halloween, you're depressed.
Something's wrong.
You're depressed.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. And I feel the same way about my number 1.
Don't say that, Ted. God damn it. You son of a bitch. Of a heel of a horse.
Oh.
Why do you eat the bread the way you do?
Oh, no.
What?
What?
Holy hells. But no, yeah, I mean, come on. What can I say?
I get what you're saying because
So
I
it's
feel,
like, Rit!
I feel the same way about my
Yeah.
number 1 because
Oh,
if
do you?
Halloween comes and goes
Yeah.
and I have not watched this, which has never happened,
Right?
I'd probably, have the gun and mouth blues.
Okay, well, tell us. What is it? What is Ted's number 1 movie you must watch?
Okay, it might be
every
a little
Halloween?
bit of a cheat,
Oh, boy.
but it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Well, that's a cheat.
It doesn't matter.
But I'll let
Out
you
of
have it.
all
We're having
these
fun.
movies,
It doesn't matter.
Out of all these movies,
It's tops on my list,
if I couldn't watch It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown,
it's not
for Halloween, it's not Halloween.
Oh, I don't
Just
let the-
like I
yeah.
always have to watch Charlie Brown Christmas. The other ones I don't care about.
I don't tricks or treats.
But the those two I gotta watch.
Because every year at the time, the
You know,
Great
if I
Pumpkin.
didn't we all go out for trick or treat one year? And I was Charlie Brown. I had a Charlie Brown shirt and black, and I cut a sheet into a bunch of holes.
Yeah.
And when people asked me who I was, I'd lift up the sheet and show them the shirt so they could get what I was.
Not the Rob Zombie movie, Fiend says. No, not that one, man.
But
Hey, go check out his channel, too, Anthropomantic.
who, Rob
Fiend.
Zombies?
He's been doing some stuff.
Cool.
I enjoy what
So it's
you
a
talk
little
about.
bit of a cheat, but in my heart,
It's
that's
fine.
my most important one.
It's fine.
If I don't watch-
something wrong with you.
If I don't watch Great Pumpkin, then
Yeah.
I would just look for a bridge, and I've never missed it.
Jimmy Gadwell, love the Great Pumpkin, Garfield Christmas, and Halloween 2. Thank you for showing up to the channel and joining our little live stream every Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Provided
Eastern
I
time.
get here in time.
Yeah, never seen you in the chat before. Thanks for showing up. But
Did it
yeah,
just pop in now?
yeah, just
Thanks for
pop in.
popping in at the end.
Oh, what
Next
happened?
time, be on time.
Well, he might have been here the whole time.
I'm just kidding.
80s horror fan. Isn't Ted's favorite movie his nickname from high school? Leave it to him. Leave it to good old John. Isn't Ted's favorite... Okay, I just said that. Great Pumpkin will be televised this year on October 26th.
That's right.
The Great Pumpkin is the ultimate Halloween essential.
It is.
It is.
I know it's not a movie.
Well, I'll let it go, but
You know what?
you got a problem when I say, let's make a list of our favorite movies.
I know.
And you come up
But
with a
nothing's more
cartoon.
important than that.
You know?
Nothing's more important
I
than
could
the
have
Great Pumpkin.
I could have talked about the Smurfs Halloween special.
Smurfs are lame.
Gargamel!
Smurfs are lame. But
The Smurfs
out
are
of all
lame.
these, come on, Great Pumpkin's the most
Smurfette
important
was
thing to watch
something else.
for Halloween.
I had a crush on Smurfette, man.
Imagine, rocking behind her in that little blue tail, that little
Rockin'.
blueberry tail back there.
Blueberry tail.
Whatever they got, they all have that
What
little
the-
blueberry tail.
He says, Jimmy Gadwell says, I'll be on time next week. Haha, just got off work.
Hey, me too, man. I just
I'm
did
go-
my 12 hours.
Glad you made it, man. That's all.
I can't believe I'm making
That's
through this
the-
podcast.
That's the important part, eh?
Yeah, I put in my 12-hour day.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of our list. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, not necessarily my favorite horror movies, just ones that get me in the mood for this time of year.
You know, the Bugs Bunny with
Witch Hazel.
Witch Hazel,
Yeah.
Witch Hazel, turning into the witch. That's something
What
that
else
I've
did
always
we have?
always
I mentioned the
watch.
Fat Albert one. I mentioned we mentioned Garfield. What other ones
What?
were there? I can't remember a whole lot of Halloween ones.
There were specials back in the day,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's so hard. I mean, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, what about
had-
Mad Monster Party? We should have mentioned
Oh,
Mad Monster.
yeah.
From the guys that did like Rudolph and stuff. It was little stop motion, little puppets like that. And it had Boris Karloff doing one of the voices, and it had all the monsters in it.
Right.
That was cool.
Yeah, no.
Phyllis Diller did a voice in it.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. What was I just talking about? Which cartoon?
Smurfs.
No. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Let me see what you guys got to say here. Also, every year I always have to watch all the classic Universal films. This horror gang, me too.
Watch the first 25 episodes of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Michael Wakeham would love to see you guys do this for Christmas. It's hard for me to find a lot of good Christmas horror. Yes, we will. We can do.
All right.
We can do it. I've already got.
First Tuesday in December.
I've already
We're doing
got
it.
5 of them in my head.
Yikes.
So yeah, no.
Hey, I can use The Shining
They
again.
popped right in my head. No, Christmas horror. We'll do a top 10 list. That's for sure.
All right. First Tuesday in December. You got it.
Thanksgiving's kind of tough, but
Yeah, there ain't nothing.
yeah, we'll come up with some lists here. Ted will come up with a lisp.
A lift.
Soon. Let's see. Yeah, good one, Michael Wakeham. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but welcome. Anthropomantic Fiend. Do you got a name, Fiend, that I
We're
can
just going to
call
call you
you?
AF.
Yeah, AF. There you go. You could argue that The Great Pumpkin is a short film. Good one.
That's my argument. It's a short film, dude.
The Bugs Bunny with the mad scientist is cool too.
Yeah, because that was kind of modeled after. Wasn't it kind of modeled after Peter Lorre a little bit? No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Grimm's already throwing out Christmas ones.
Oh no, we're already getting a list.
Yeah, no, we'll get one going. But yeah, no, I was going to say Scooby Doo has a few of them. I think they've been around a long time. But,
Yeah. Well, any Scooby Doo episode, I guess, could be Halloweeny.
Kind
right?
of, yeah. There's
So-
always a monster in there, but there were some that revolved around that kind of Halloween thing. But again, I'd have to go back. I am a big.
Oh, they
fan
would
of
always show like the
Scooby-Doo,
Disney
but-
Legend of Sleepy Hollow. They would show that.
Yeah, you know,
which was really good.
Yeah, I'm not
Almost good enough to be on a list, but
No, true, because that's one that I definitely
show
has
that.
the Halloween feel to it. One I grew up with and watched all the
Yep.
time.
it was actually
So,
part of
yeah.
a movie that they would have in the theater with Wind in the Willows, Mr. Toad,
Yes,
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride,
Mr. Toad's,
which I don't think
yeah.
exists anymore at Disneyland.
No, it does
or
not.
Disney World.
Review
Bastards.
the ultimate horror turkeys bad movie for Thanksgiving, says AF. Ben Grimm, Thanksgiving. Jimmy Gadwell.
That's the only one I know.
Simpsons Halloween specials are usually entertaining.
Yeah. Treehouses of Terror are the best episodes of the year, usually.
Yeah, Family Guy's got a few, but Simpsons. Go ahead.
But the Treehouse of Terror episodes,
Oh yeah,
quite frankly, I've seen every episode of The Simpsons.
the early ones.
Especially, I'd say, the early Treehouses of Terror. Remember the one where Homer went through some portal and it was claymation style?
Yes.
And the people in the house can still hear him. He's like, did anybody see that movie Tron? Because that's what it looks like. And they're like, no, we didn't see it. No.
Yeah, no, I
But
remember.
yeah, I remember and he comes out in like real world.
Right.
And it's the little claymation figure walking around all panicking. And,
Yeah. No, good one, man.
no, that was cool. Yeah, and Simpsons hasn't been funny in a long time. I just watched the premiere the other day, and the Halloween ones are
Batman.
usually the best one of the whole season.
Yeah, Batman says Nightmare Before Christmas is coming back for this Christmas list for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah,
of
that's
course,
probably where I'll have it.
Treehouse of Horror is a must for the Halloween season too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh, what? Let me see one more. Krampus, anyone? Well, yeah, there's plenty.
We did a couple. We did Christmas Horror Story. We did Sint.
Sint was interesting. It was a Dutch horror film,
Right.
Which was
We got a lot of hits on it because I think people thought it was the actual movie, not just
yeah, they did.
two goons talking during the whole movie.
So, hey, I thought this was the movie.
It's got some negative comments, but it's got a lot of hits.
I thought this was the movie.
I think it shows up like our most popular ones.
Hey, whatever, man.
Didn't
let's
somebody
see.
say that during our Dawn of the Dead commentary we did? And it was like, what? I gotta watch you two bozos talk for 2 hours.
Go to hell. Yeah,
You
no,
expect
there
me to
were a
listen
few
to
of
you
those.
guys talk?
Well, when you do full movie commentaries, and
right.
yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
mean, the word commentaries in the title.
sometimes they just
douche.
look at the length of the commentary
And they think it's the movie.
think it's the movie, and I'm like, oh,
Psych.
no, it's a commentary. Come on, and it's not your ordinary.
And I think
commentary.
that was before we were used to kind of like embed
Yeah.
the movie really small.
Yeah, we don't usually do your typical commentary. I mean, we walk you through the movie, but we're goofing off, man. Some
Talking
of the,
about my day, my stinky feet,
some of
my
those
horns.
some of those early commentaries that we did, we just went off sometimes into
Yes.
tangents and had nothing to do with the movie. And
half an hour goes by.
yes, there's some gems in them, man. I think
Felt bad for the people that didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Some comedy gold.
Yeah, it's all good. Anthropomant AF. Batman Returns, Edward Scissorhands, Nightmare Before Christmas, Our Essentials Christmas. Okay, yeah, you guys are just Ernest Saves Christmas. Okay, they're all telling us Christmas movies.
Yeah, you guys are on a roll with this. We're going to have to save this here.
Yeah.
So we start writing this shit down.
Tim Allen, Santa Claus. I never cared.
I
for it.
like Ernest
The first
Saves
one
Christmas.
was
though.
all right. But
When Ernest is like, oh Christmas tree, 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 oh Christmas tree.
wasn't there? Ernest did a Halloween too, didn't
Yeah,
he?
Scared Stupid.
Scared Stupid. Yeah,
Stupid.
okay.
Oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree.
Oh man, too much.
I
man.
laughed my ass off.
That's funny. Okay, you know what? So yeah, there you go. A little bit over an hour. Ted's yawning. So we got our list in.
Took care of my people for 12 hours.
I think next week we are going to do Midsummer.
Director's cut. cut.
Yes, director's cut.
It's going to be a long one.
So
you got to try to find that director's cut because that Blu-ray release is a clusterfuck here in the States. We're not getting the director's cut. I mean, and if you don't buy the theatrical cut, they're going to think it was a bomb and they're not even going to put it out. So I'm importing mine from England. Fuck them.
Yeah. So a long one next week. And yeah, I mean, this was fun.
I'm looking forward to you watching that movie, too.
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Loved Hereditary.
Moves at a glacial pace, but I loved every minute of it.
That's all right. Nothing.
And
wrong
I've got
with
my
that.
funny story about seeing it in the theater about the people that sat next to me.
So let's see. Before we go, let me see. Disney's Halloween Town. Yeah, that's another good one. They reused the killer clown puppets from Ernest Scared Stupid. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
Ernest Scared Stupid had like this little troll ogre thing in it. I remember. I saw it at the movie theaters by myself because no one would go with me.
You know what I'm
to
going
see
to have to
it.
go do is go eat a hot dog.
I'll give you a hot dog.
Oh, Jesus.
Want to put that on the live stream?
No. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, everybody, thanks for showing up. I appreciate everybody who showed up to the chat.
Yes,
the new
thank you
faces.
all.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed
I
the
love
list.
new people.
Yeah. And old people.
And old people.
Yeah. You know.
I take care of enough of them.
So, yeah. Love you guys, man. Peace and love. The Dino and Ted
Love,
show,
peace,
right?
and chicken grease.
Yeah. So, until next time, you guys, check out the links below. Hey, what? Join my Patreon so we can get rich.
Yeah.